everybody. Okay, welcome to the official launch of the World Scientific Staff Library. Before I proceed with the announcement, we would like to especially thank the management, especially Dr. Hua, Max, Hong Lee, for their support, without which the library would not have been possible, so thank you, Max, and everybody. Okay, so some of you might be wondering, what's so special about this staff library? How is it different from the library on level 4? So why was this library started? The library was started for 3 purposes. The first is to encourage, nurture, and grow the reading culture among staff by creating a conducive reading environment and providing more general or lay content that everyone can relate to. So we have like general fiction, thriller, light reading, all this kind of stuff. The second is to increase staff interaction through the sharing of space for rest and recreation and group activities throughout the year. So I will tell you a bit more about our activities later. And the last is to provide a place for staff to share materials or resources. It can be pre-loved or brand new that you feel will benefit someone else. So you have your reading material, the games, art material, and so on. The materials in the library are for everybody. So the library lends out books, magazines, and games based on the system of trust. For example, if you want to take a book or magazine out of the library, you have to log your loan in the logbook. So that's near the door. When you walk in, it's the first book you'll see on the glass table. The same rule applies to games. You can refer to the notice here if you want more information on how to go. It's in the middle of this board. So what are some of the activities we have planned? This year we planned about 6 for the moment, for this financial year as well, until next March. Our first event is a calligraphy writing and bookmark making workshop conducted by Raimi, so that will happen on 16 May. And the other activities are the annual reading challenge, Sing Lit Month, our own story writing competition, and a book hunt. There are prizes for the book hunt and the story writing competition. Information on each event will be sent closer to the dates of the events. So apart from these activities, we will also host and conduct ad hoc talks or book/publishing related events. So maybe, for example, you want to take a trip to a printer, maybe Marco or KHL, see what how printing happens. We can also arrange something like that. And if you have any suggestions or ideas for events, please let us know. So membership is actually not required if you want to sign up for the events or if you want to borrow stuff, but we will still create a member community. So what's so special? What are the perks? Membership privileges will include first-hand notification of upcoming events, priority registration, and a membership badge. Rami promised to design this, so look for him. Interested parties, you can look for me later. We will digitally sign you up. And last but not least, any feedback or suggestions are welcome. If you prefer to submit via email, you can just write to Raimi. You can find his email address in your Outlook. So that's all for announcements. I would like to now hand this time over to Max to say a few words.
Actually, don't thank me because I'm not really very involved in this. So, Amanda and Lokan. But anyway, I think it's a very solid initiative for us to have this library. But actually, I have a few questions. Is there any budget from the Sports and Recreation Committee for this? So we have a budget to purchase some books.
No, not purchase. Not purchase. The concept not purchase, but for activities, yes. Staff supposed to give.
Oh, okay. So for the last few weeks, everyone has chipped in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So no e-books. So the genre I saw, there's fiction, there's non-fiction, there's some children's books also.
Yes.
So the children's book is for the parents. Okay. But I think it's a great initiative, and it's part of the Sports and Recreation Committee's initiative, which I think is very good. So we also have some librarians or former librarians with us, right, to give advice. But who are the core people involved with this? Okay. Yeah. So please support this initiative. Then it's open throughout the day, lunchtime, and there will be board games also, I heard. Yeah. So I think it's good because I occasionally do see some colleagues playing some games on the 5th floor during lunchtime, right? So since we have some space and all that, it's good that they also can play here and all. So I think, do we know whether there are other companies with such initiative in Singapore? Community library initiative. Book club. Maybe we should also have some kind of like, book of the month. Yeah. But the only thing is that if you have one book, one particular book, then not enough for everyone to read and come and share some of the books. I guess you can borrow from the library. Yeah, maybe you can have one book reading or book like of the month. Then see who is interested to read, then come together during the lunchtime. I think the company will be very happy to facilitate or maybe buy the lunch, for a group of 5 or 6 to come together to share what they learned of the book. This book reading thing is very interesting. Then you read about a person's life, and all that. So please, I think this is an extremely good initiative, and I think that's putting an effort to make it sustainable and create more activities out of reading. It's so in line with publishing, right? It's exactly, we should be encouraging all our staff to read, all our staff's children and relatives to read more, in all various languages, Chinese, Hindi, Malay, English, fiction, non-fiction. Even doesn't really matter, no need to be academic stuff, right? Travel books and all that. So basically to enhance our knowledge. Okay, with that, I want to thank everyone involved with this and also for organizing this launch.